The 9th anniversary of 9/11 is a week away, and the anger and mistrust over a proposed Islamic center and mosque near Ground Zero getting personal for many Muslim Americans. They're afraid some people are getting the wrong idea about the Muslim faith. So the Council on American-Islamic Relations, known as CAIR, launched a national ad campaign this week to challenge that. The message here is that Muslims are Americans too, and 9/11 happened to us all.
Shalom.
As the Torah teaches,
The Prophet Muhammad said,
Jesus said, do unto others
as one loves oneself,
love your neighbor as yourself.
that one's faith is not complete
until he wishes for his brother what he wishes for
oneself.
the ability to practice our religion
If we don't have our rights,
is at the heart of American freedom,
you don't have your rights.
Salam.
peace.
So joining us now, the Legislative Director of the Council on American-Islamic Relations, Saylor. Sir, thank you for being here with us this morning. Like I mentioned at the top there, we're a week away from the 9/11 anniversary. Do you feel that when we get to that moment, people will come together next week and we'll see cooler heads prevail? Or you're afraid that possibly with the anniversary, emotions are going to be inflamed even more?
You know, I think there's two competing narratives right now, and it's our great hope that we will see the narrative that talks about coming together and interfaith understanding and that projects the best ideals of America forward to the world is going to be the one that prevails. So far we have seen a lot of hate, but frequently when we see a demonstration against a mosque, we'll see a counter-demonstration that involves many more people. So that gives us a lot of confidence and hope.
And I want to roll another ad now, and we can watch, and I'm going to continue talking to it, but let's go ahead and roll that, guys. And I want our viewers to see this, and I'm putting it up because it's an illustration of what you guys were going for here in these ads. There were so many of the people that you did choose to focus on that for lack of being more articulate with this, they don't look Muslim, if you will, compared to what you think or some people might think a Muslim should look like. Now, was that kind of the idea in some of these ads?
Well, I think it's really important that we go beyond stereotypes, and the message here that you see the ads conveying is that Muslims look just like everyone else. They're going about their lives just like everyone else. And the key thing there is that 9/11 happened to us all. Al-Qaeda attacked the United States. Muslims were there responding to the attack. We know of at least 32 American Muslims that were among those that were murdered by Al-Qaeda on 9/11. And it's important in this emotional moment that everyone remember those simple facts. We are all in this together.
Now, I know that message there, that line, 9/11 happened to us all. But again, just how important is that visual?
Well, I remember that most Americans were introduced to Islam watching an airplane hit a building, which is, you know, a tragedy and a visual that will take many years to overcome, because it is not the Islam that I was taught. It is not the Islam that is practiced by the overwhelming majority of Muslims around the world. So it's time for our fellow citizens of the United States to see some of the counter-narrative to that which is being broadcast by extremists. And that counter-narrative is, we're just like everyone else. 9/11 happened to us all.
Well, as you said, it would take years to combat the narrative. Like you said, so many people introduced to Islam on 9/11, seeing the planes go into a building. Given, like you say, it's going to take some time, do you now feel, and I've talked to members of CAIR before and knew you all stance on that 9/11 or on that mosque and Islamic center close to Ground Zero, but given, like you said, it will take so much time, do you feel that maybe now is not the right time for that particular center so close? I don't imagine you all changed your stance, but just playing off exactly what you said.
Well, I think right now it's gone beyond that center and into the broader issue of what is the role of religion in the United States. First of all, the Constitution guarantees religious freedom, and the Constitution is never going to be subject to opinion polling. I don't think the American Muslim community wants to be the community that leads the way in allowing the Constitution to be subject to that. And I also think that, you know, we're very understanding of the family members of victims of 9/11, and our hearts go out to them. But we have to remember that Al-Qaeda attacked the United States on 9/11. Islam and Muslims We're not a part of that. We never will be. We reject al-Qaeda's ideology, and we just recognize it will take time for that message to sink in.
All right, Corey Saylor, we appreciate you. Again, the ads are out there now. People can certainly see them. We'll be seeing them in several places, but we appreciate you coming on. Always good to talk to you guys. Talk to you again soon. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks, TJ.